If you land here, it's serious. Royal Perth is home to the State Trauma Unit, and that's exactly where Kelly was raced to.
WA cancer and trauma patients are being given fresh hope tonight with new Australian first technology at Royal Perth Hospital.
The Health Justice Partnership will link patients with free legal advice in the East Metro Health Service.
Charmaine Fain may never have found answers had it not been for cardiologists at Royal Perth Hospital.
The greater enforcement welcomed by our city's top surgeons, concerned by the exponential rise in e-scooter injuries.
Same sort of injury pattern that we're seeing from major car crashes.
Works have completed on phase 1 of the Kalamunda Hospice redevelopment, with the new day hospice now open. Minister for Health Amber Jade Sanderson visited the hospice today, the first of its kind in Western Australia's public health system.
This video pitching Perth and the East Metropolitan Health Service. It'll be shown at a global conference in Liverpool.
These women will have to present to our emergency department, potentially with the police or ambulance service, because there will be nowhere else for them to go.
In an Australian first, a midwife-led birth centre will open in Bentley, supporting 300 women a year.
I'm here at Royal Perth Hospital, where the state government has just announced the extension of a pilot program that will allow people in residential aged care to speak to doctors and nurses without having to leave their homes.
He was dumped by a wave, hitting his head on the floor. He dislocated his spine.
These aren't uncharted waters. Royal Perth trauma admissions have surged over the past decade.
Keith Taylor isn't sure where he and Max will live when he's released from Bentley Hospital.
Dr Soderstrom is part of that group, looking at how to reduce harm.
6 years ago, there were more than 670,000 volunteers in WA.
The East Metropolitan Health Service, that's your Royal Perth, Armidale and Bentley hospitals.
The study between Curtin University and East Metropolitan Health Service is changing eating habits long term.
The concern for that is that even a small dose of nicotine can be fatal to a young child.
She was, bleeding internally, and then she's got internal organ injuries. So we whisked her to theatre, and then we did a damage control procedure, which is a quick in and quick out.
A revolutionary new device is offering a simpler scan that can be done by your bedside. As Jordan Cutts explains, Royal Perth is one of only 2 hospitals in Australia that has one.
It was like something off a movie. I had doctor, consultant, nurses. Everything was luxury.
The newly refurbished centre opened at Kalamunda Hospital earlier this year.
A young couple who travelled to WA to see Coldplay this weekend will instead spend it in the trauma unit at Royal Perth Hospital.
These are different because we inject a medication into the heart artery to see whether there's a tendency to spasm.
The state government says a redevelopment of Royal Perth Hospital's emergency department is a priority. While it won't commit to a time frame, today the ED celebrated a big milestone, turning 50.
It really is part of the fabric of Metropolitan Perth, continues to provide incredible care.
A better outcome for patients, with Perth at the forefront of medical treatment.
And therefore, hopefully, save some lives.